I'm Kayla Keck. It is Makeover Monday. I'm getting ready this morning with my full makeup palette, so I'm going to do my entire makeup, start to finish, eyes, brows, everything, even mascara, the whole shebang. So if you are a new customer of mine and you have been wondering how to do all of this, I'm going to walk you through how I use my entire palette. If you are new to me, please say hi. Let me know where you guys are jumping in from. I am going to pin my information here in the comments. So if you guys are interested in getting color matched or trying this makeup, you can either go to my website or you can text me, either one. Let me get that pinned really fast. There we go, pinned comment. Okay, let's jump in and get started. So I just got a brand new Perfector sponge. You can wash these, but it's been like 2 years, so I got a new one. You should probably get a new one more frequently than that. This is my stay spray. When I want extra long hold, I want my makeup to just last even longer, I will use this. I don't use it every day, but if I want extra long hold, I do. It's totally up to you. If you are somebody who is more oily, you might opt for doing a setting powder here first instead of using this. This is technically a setting spray, so you would use it at the end, but I like it as a primer. So everything in the Saint lineup really has multiple purposes. I'm even going to do this right over my eyelids and around my nose, right around my mouth, and then even down along the jawline and kind of underneath to make sure that I get everything primed with that stay spray. Okay, then from there, I'm gonna go into doing my eyes and my brows because I just feel like a more complete person when I start with my eyes and then go into my makeup. And that way, if I have any eyeshadow fallout, I can easily just clean it up when I do my makeup. So I have hazel eyes and I am going to do kind of a purple, pink, white eyeshadow look today. So I'm going to start. I have this fun little thing called a brush tile right here that I can clean my brushes off with. So this is the eyeshadow brush. It's kind of big and fluffy on the end, smudgy on the bottom. And I really like this color called Chai. It is just a neutral tan. Ooh, I'm a little out of order. So I'm gonna go first into my main shade and do a little light priming over my eyelids. Not a lot, just enough to coat so that my eyeshadow actually sticks really well to it. So I'm going into my brightest highlight and I'm just gonna go over my eyes and kind of up underneath that eyebrow. And this is honestly going to give a lot of brightening under my brow. It's going to brighten up my eye. I'm gonna kind of bring it into that inner corner and just get that all primed. If you tend to have a lot of creasing with your eyeshadow, you'll use a setting powder here. There is a setting powder that goes in the compact. Just lightly do setting powder over it and then go into your colors. So now I'm gonna go into Chai and I'm just going to keep my eyelid open and go back and forth and just start warming up that crease to start making my eyes look bigger and brighter. If you have hooded eyes, this is a great trick. You can just go above that eye and you're kind of creating a shadow or like a faux crease, and you can see how that already starts to give a lot more depth. So over here, they just kind of disappear. So I'm going to create that shadow just a little bit higher and go back and forth, this is called windshield wipering, I think. I don't know. I just kind of wing it when it comes to makeup. I am a Saint artist. If you love this makeup or want your makeup all in one compact, you can click on that pinned post there and go to the link, or, hi, so nice to see you. Go to that link, or you can text me, either one is fine, or you can get the information from the link in my profile. Okay, so now that I have that color just kind of barely started, I'm gonna clean off my brush on the tile and then go into this color called Claire. So it's like a nice light pink, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. So I'm just gonna start working that back and forth really lightly into the crease area. And I like that this just brightens it up a little bit. It's gonna kind of be a little bit darker, a little bit pinker. This color is called Claire, and it's a color that I don't use a ton, but I really like that it just kind of softens that look, adds a little bit of pink into there. And then I'm gonna flip this brush around and go into this color. This is called Revival. It's kind of a dark purple, if you will. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of that on the outside, not a ton. I'm not gonna do like a full V. I just want to darken that corner a little bit and kind of come up into the crease and just use that to darken the corner. And I may even come back at the end and kind of darken that up. but and I'm gonna actually switch brushes. Let's switch. This is the smudge brush. I normally like this one better for doing the outer corner, so let's stick to what I know. Okay, there we go. So that's gonna give us a nice darker corner, and it allows me to really push into that crease line just like that and kind of gently blend that across. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this other side. So I have a fun lip and cheek color to show you guys today called Love Spell. It's really pretty and it's gonna pair beautifully with this purpley pink look. Okay, so it's the beginning of the purple. It's gonna blend out really nicely. I'm gonna go back to that eyeshadow brush that I used at the beginning and just do a little tap. Bring that purple under just a bit as a liner. Not a ton, just a little. And just slowly blend it across. And that's gonna give me just a bit of a faux liner and allow my eyes to look just a little bit bigger, right? Without having to do like a really dark line. Okay, and then this is a color called Sis. So it's a really bright, pretty pink. And I'm just gonna pop that over the middle of my lid and kind of blend everything out. So now you can see everything really starts to come together. Blends in with that purple, adds that really pretty shine. Just like that. And then I'm gonna go into the inner corner with an even brighter white color. This is called Drift. So you notice I'm using my finger. Using my finger allows me to get a lot more shimmer in those colors. So if you want these colors to be a little bit more dull, you can use the brush. If you want these colors to pop a little bit more, use your finger. And I'm gonna go back and add just a little bit more pink. But you can see that that just really starts to blend. So like the white, the pink, and then into the purple all the way around. Super pretty. Okay, what do you guys think? Now on to, let me do just a little bit of brightener up on my brow bone. I'm gonna use that same drift color that I just did on the inside and just use that same eyeshadow brush, do just a little bit and pop that brighter color right up there. If you want to deepen this look, you can go back into that purple with the eyeshadow brush and just start to darken ever so slightly, not adding a ton, but just lightly windshield wipering that. If you hold further back on that brush, it gives you more of a diffuse application, so you're not adding a ton, and you can really blend and make sure you're getting it exactly where you want it to be. Just a little bit more of a meshed together look. And I'm even gonna bring it down and kind of blend out that underside. Yay, okay, I like it. Now we're gonna go into brows. So this is the line brush, and this is a color called Oak. So you can either use contour or you can use eyeshadow. I like to use an eyeshadow. I feel like for me, the color tends to match really well and it's nice and soft. If you want to use contour, you absolutely can. When you do your color match, just let me know if you like eyeshadow or contour for your brows and I can make that recommendation for you. Or I can recommend both and you can decide what you want. I am a Saint artist, so I get to share this from home and I make a commission and an income from sharing this with people. So if you are interested in doing what I do, you can just comment artist below or click on artist in my profile and I can tell you more about it. So look at that. Totally different definition from here, and all I did was add a few strokes in. So I like to just do like a little line right at the bottom to make that line nice and sharp. And then bring that curve around and come down. And then I'm using that tapered end facing down like this. And I'm just going to do little flick small strokes to kind of do little like hair-like strokes with it. And then I want a little more height up here. So I'm just going to bring that up and around and kind of define it first. And then I'll go back in and fill in where I need it. I like less is more for everything that I do with makeup. So if you don't need it, don't do it, and find the easiest way to get it done. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this side and blend that out. As you guys jump on, say hi for me. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I love seeing where all of our viewers are. We had some people from Australia, Florida, all kinds of stuff last time, so let me know. If you catch the replay, do hashtag I missed you, and I will comment I missed you too. Okay, so we have eyes and brows real quick. I'm gonna throw on just a little bit of mascara, and then we're gonna jump into these colors. You don't need makeup. Oh, thank you, that's so kind. You know, that's funny, actually. Makeup is something that is just really fun, and it's something that is meant to really enhance natural beauty, not necessarily create anything that isn't there. So I think it's really fun to be able to use it, everything from light makeup to full glam, and anything in between. Whatever makes you happy. Atlanta, nice! Georgia, the only time I've ever been to Atlanta was actually in the airport. That's it. I've never been outside the airport in Georgia. Although I've heard it's amazing and I would love to visit. Okay, a little bit of mascara, a little bit on the bottom, and then we can go into our makeup look. So I'm gonna use a new lip and cheek color today called Love Spell, and I'm gonna blend it with another lip and cheek as well. I really like doing light coverage makeup just because, one, I don't like a lot of stuff on my face. Two, I feel like light coverage just does the trick for me, and that works. So I have a couple different colors. When I color match you, you're going to get a main shade and a brightening shade. I have 3 because I have my summer and my winter shade in here, and then a brightener. So I'm going to kind of go between these two. The nice thing about this makeup is that you can totally mix everything. So these colors, if you feel like one is too light or too dark, or you're between shades as you're going from summer to winter, you can literally just mix. Okay. So I'm gonna start with my darker shade right here. I actually like using my darker shade in those areas where I have melasma and some freckling. And then because my neck is so light, I go into a lighter color. I use that lighter color right along the bottom, and that's gonna make it just blend a little bit better with my neck. And sometimes when I'm feeling like I want to, I just kind of mix the two. That's fine, just kind of go between the two and put it on. And just make sure that I'm getting the right color for where my skin is that day. You know, if you spend more time out in the sun and you're a little bit warmer, and then the next week it starts to get a little bit lighter, it's nice to have a couple different shades so that you can really make your makeup custom to you without having to have extra bottles and all kinds of stuff. Oop, I'm gonna go into that lighter shade and put it right here. It's really like painting by numbers. The freckles are part of your natural beauty. Oh, thank you so much. I do really like my freckles, and I like having light makeup because my freckles still kind of show through. And that's kind of the beauty of this, is that if you want to have, like if you don't like your freckles or melasma or anything that's on your face that you don't want to show through, you can just use a brush that gives you more moderate to full coverage. But like here, you can see the freckling on my nose. If I just do, but my nose is really red and I don't want the redness to stand out. So if I just lightly cover and dab that in, I don't know if you're gonna be able to fully see it on this video. You know, video doesn't do us tons of wonder. You can still see my freckling, but the redness is gone. Like, isn't that nice? So I'm diminishing the things that I don't love and still bringing out the things that I definitely do. So now that I have that mostly on, I did leave area here open for contour and around my head. So I'm just gonna use that same brush, go into my contour, go up around my forehead, and actually let's do a little bit more today, just for you guys. I'm gonna use this smaller side and just go around the edge of my forehead. I'm gonna draw in that contour here to give some shape to my cheekbones. You don't have to be really specific with this because it is cream and it's gonna blend out just fine. And then I'm gonna slim my nose down just a little bit with this contour as well. So you literally just get to paint by number and create what you want to focus on. So I'm diminishing the fact that my nose was really red earlier. I want my nose to look just a little bit slimmer there. And then I'm gonna use this big side of the brush and just blend out that contour line so that it's just it naturally brings down a little bit of my forehead. And then I'm just going to blend this out as well. So this works for me. There are a lot of different ways you can apply this makeup. And there, just like that. And now we have a natural cheek definition that just gives us a little lift. Isn't that great? Super simple. If you get too much or too little, you can just adjust any of it. Like if I go back and I'm like, maybe I want that to be a little bit more defined, I'll use a lighter color and just go whoop. And then it chisels that out just a little bit more. Okay, so there's my contour. Next thing I'm gonna do is add bronzer. I'm gonna use the blush and bronzer brush. This is what I normally do, and I wanted to show you guys my normal routine. So I'm gonna use the big fluffy side of this brush, go into my bronzer. Again, same part of the palette. I haven't put this down. All I've done is switch my brushes. And then I'm just going to lightly, I'm almost just kind of making like a light swirl like this, barely even touching my skin and just coming down. And this bronzer is going to go on like the top of your cheeks, right? You're just going to act like it's the sun. So sometimes it's easier to even kind of hold it like it's the sunshine and do it that way so that you're really getting the top part of your cheeks, the top part of your forehead. And here you can really see the difference on no bronzer to bronzer. Like it just kind of blends everything out and makes it a little bit more natural and sun-kissed and not like a flat foundation. Like you're really getting dimension. And I love this. Our founder and CEO for Saint, she talks about like a marble floor or like natural hardwood. Like there's so many beautiful things in nature that have, if you think about like a marble floor and how beautiful it is and how imperfect it is and just how unique each section is. Some makeup, if you just do like a flat foundation across your face, it's like taking marble, painting white paint over it, and then trying to add sparkle back in. Like, why? The marble is so beautiful to begin with. So having makeup that has some translucency to it and you have a lot of variation on how you can apply it for you allows that true beauty of the marble or your skin to really shine through to the best of what you want. You know, I mean, it is all about you feeling good about you on your standards and your terms, not what other people think about you. Such a simple remedy. Oh, thank you so much. I know, I totally appreciate that. Okay, so I'm gonna use this to just warm up kind of my cheeks a little bit and right on top of my nose because the sun would kind of come down and hit right across. And sometimes if we don't add a little bit of bronzer in here, it can just look super white in the middle. So I'm gonna bronze just right on those cheeks. And now you can see everything's really starting to come together. My neck is a little bit whiter, so you can even use that bronzer and just come down, bronze that up, or you can even pull like your regular foundation color down there too. Totally up to you. Okay, lip and cheek color. I am gonna go into, this color is called Love Spell, and it's really, really pretty. I'm gonna put that on my cheeks and my lips, and then we might add a little bit of pink grapefruit in there just to soften it up and see how it looks. So, oh, excuse me. So with this is the multitasker brush. You can also just put it on with your finger. You don't have to use a brush. But I can't talk and do lips. This color is the shade of the month. So for Saint, they just started a shade of the month for starting in February. So the first day of the month, they're going to release a shade that's only available this month. So only available in February. Once it's gone, it's gone. We don't have any idea if it's coming back. Okay. So that is Love Spell. It's a little on the darker side, but I actually really like it. I think it's super pretty. And here's what it looks like on cheeks. So I'm just gonna do a little bit in my blush bronzer brush, and I'm just going to dab ever so lightly because these blushes pack a powerful punch. So I don't wanna put a ton on. And I'm just gonna kind of build it in. It's a little bit glossy, so it has a bit of a shine to it. And look how pretty and just like purple mauve that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So no blush, and then there's just that little bit of Love Spell. So you can really customize these by mixing your different colors too. And I'm gonna put pink grapefruit over my lips so you guys can see that here in just a minute. There we go. And if you ever feel like you get too much, you can just use that bigger side and kind of blend it out a little bit. These are all creams, so they all blend really well together. It's not like you're finishing with a powder at the end and then have to go back and try to like fix it or start over or any of that. They literally all blend so flawlessly that you really can't mess up. It just gets better and better the more you get used to it. Okay, so that is Love Spell on cheeks. What do you think? Comment Love Spell if you're loving this. So I am going to now add a little bit of pink grapefruit on my lips, and I'm going to go back to that tile and just clean off some of the excess on this brush. Okay, this is pink grapefruit, and let's just see what we think. Oh, that's really pretty. So now it's making it like a pinky mauve almost. So you can mix colors, you can mix shades. Ooh, I really like that. Okay, so this is Love Spell and Pink Grapefruit together. So it's kind of like a pinky purple matte neutral. That is really fun. Okay, so that is my whole makeup in one palette. I took my time today to really explain everything, go through all of the details. If you have questions about this, feel free to DM me. You can comment and I'll answer your questions here too. If you want to get your hands on this makeup, I'm just going to go through and set my makeup now with a little bit of setting spray. If you want to get your hands on this makeup, you can click on the pin post and do the color match form, and I can help pick the right colors for you, or you can text me. There's also a text number there. All that information is also in my profile, so you can just tap my nose, click the link above, and you can get that information there. I'm using the smaller end to just go right under my eyes, right in this area where I get a lot of creasing around my nose and mouth. I am a Saint artist, so if you're interested in doing what I do, just comment artist or message me the word artist or message me your questions, and I'm happy to help you figure that out. I do this from home. I get to make 20 to 40% commission doing this, which is so fun, and I'd love for you to be part of what I do. I'm on a mission to help women feel beautiful and love their makeup, whether you want to be a customer, an artist, or just contribute by liking, following, and sharing this video. I truly appreciate you, and I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Thank you for joining me for Monday Makeover. I hope you guys love this look. Nice fun purple eyeshadow and Love Spell lip. Have a great day, guys.